The pastor at the church is actually a bloodbad, and the congregation consists of Seelengut, who deeply revere the bloodbad. Even sheep actively pursue the wild wolf monster. One night, Norman is about to head home from work, when suddenly a red-eyed creature blocks his path. Norman quickly reveals his true form, but is still knocked to the ground. When Norman wakes up again, his body is suspended in mid-air, with an operating wood chipper below him. Falling in would mean certain death. Even though Norman desperately begs for mercy, he receives no response. The next day, the pastor comes to the police station to file a report. Claiming there's a problem with the church finances, a large sum of money has suddenly vanished. And the person managing those funds was Norman, the pastor suspects. He may have embezzled the money and fled. Upon hearing this, Nick and Hank immediately try to contact Norman, but get no response. So they head to Norman's workplace from the factory manager. They learn that Norman was an honest man who would never embezzle and run. Perhaps Nick and the others had the wrong guy. But while they're talking, a body is suddenly discovered in the factory's wood chipper. By the time Nick and the others reach the scene, only a severed limb remains in the machine. If not for the metal joint inside, this body would have been ground to pieces. At that moment, the boss recognizes Norman's body, and the blood matches Norman perfectly. It seems Norman was framed, so Nick decides to inform the pastor. But at the church, he witnesses something bizarre. A bloodbad and Seelengut sharing the same space. This leaves Nick completely baffled. So Nick immediately seeks out Monroe as a member of the Wolf Clan. He must know more. But after hearing Nick's description, Monroe is equally shocked. After all, Seelengut are known to be very tight-knit in the Wesen world. Why would they willingly follow a bloodbad? To satisfy his curiosity, Monroe also visits the church. Out of instinct, the Seelengut all quickly scatter, afraid of becoming dinner for the wolf. After some investigation, the pastor, thinking Monroe is homeless, takes him in temporarily. Before long, Monroe discovers something strange about the church. The church assistant is actually the pastor's girlfriend, and it's their conspiracy that's been siphoning off large amounts of donated funds